Hello, Scorpio. How are you? It's Jen here. I am doing your March 2021 tarot reading. So while I was meditating, I had some messages come through. Let's see if I can read and shuffle at the same time. And it was so interesting. I was, had my pencil poised over the top of the page, and I kind of was like, you ever had this happen? Where you go to write and you're just kind of like you're like hovering. You just can't. I don't know. So I just my pencil was hovering in small circles above the paper, like I was preparing to write or sign something. Like it's right there, just waiting to come out. But for some reason, there's this pause or trying to find the exact words, or not sure exactly how to say. So then I was thinking that this could be having written a text. You know how you can write a text, right? And then it just sits there if you don't hit send. And maybe you had your finger like hovering over the send button, but you just haven't been able to hit send yet, for example. So trying to find the right words, maybe. And then so this can be, you could be on any side of this, or this could be happening between people close to you and you're observing it. But you may have an experience where you get really upset over someone else's actions, only to realize that you've been doing the same thing and that guilt made it extra triggering. But there's something about it where it doesn't seem the same, but you're actually like, wait a minute. or someone else is like this to you, or you're watching this and you're just like, oh my God, these fools keep doing the same, like they're doing the same fucking thing. And they're pissed at each other. Speaking of fucking, if you're a little sensitive, the message I had come out when I was first, so I'm going to actually, that was the end of the channeling, and it was a different energy than the beginning of except for the pencil hovering. I did get like a spinning, and Trevor Hall has been coming up really strong lately, which makes sense. He's my absolute favorite singer, and isn't it? It's so interesting. We have the same sun, moon, and ascending. We're both sun and ascending Sag, and moon and Libra. So it's almost like, I mean, because the first 3 seconds of the first song of his I ever listened to, I was like, this is my jam. This is it. I'm hooked. So you may have that experience, or you may go back to something that you used to really be into, and sort of get back into it again, and you'll be like, why did I ever get away from this? Like it speaks to me just as much now as it did before. So I had some lyrics come up, and one was, I heard learn to roll. Actually, the lyric is, but I learned to row, like row a boat, but I heard learn to roll. So going with the flow. But then I had to laugh because I started drawing the circle, the spinning. And then I was like, maybe some of you are sitting in the laundromat listening to this. And because I just saw you, I'm assuming everyone's been to a laundromat. You know, you just sit there with the things spinning, and I don't know. And then again, I heard another lyric, but I heard it differently. I heard bend, not break. So a flexibility is required. And then I was looking at the lyrics. It's from a song called The Return. And it's so interesting. This is the other thing. Is I feel like this song, I know the lyrics really well, and I had probably 6 of the key words wrong. So it's I guess what I'm getting at is um, like really read. I was doing an audit at work recently, and there were two sentences describing the time frame in which something needed to happen. And all of us read the first sentence and like, okay, we understand what that means. For some reason, I read the second sentence and I was like, wait a minute. This changes what everyone was thinking. We don't always read everything or hear everything. It's almost like you need to write something down and then read it, and you may be surprised at the words you used, or or if you reread something, you will be like, whoa, I totally missed this meaning. I don't know, it's like there's something deeper, like Easter eggs, spiritual Easter eggs hidden somewhere. I'm sorry, I'm a little frustrated because I feel like I'm missing the message. But hopefully it will come out in the cards. But I had a couple other verses from that song, or quotes from that song, that really stood out to me for you. Because I heard bend not break, but the actual lyric is, without you I shall break, but with you I shall bend. Then the next one that caught my attention was, cast away all fears, I look into your eyes. And then, place me in your fire and pull me from the dark. Whew! I just got the chills on that one. Place me in your fire and pull me from the dark. So definitely a relationship feel, but I will say most of Trevor's songs are more of his love of spirit than an actual person. And there are a couple songs about his wife, but... And then I was like, okay, how am I going to say this? I heard, if you're sensitive, give me like a minute here because we're going to talk about sex. I heard that you're really, really horny. And I actually heard, like, for some of you, this is your creative outlet. Like, some people like to paint. I like to fuck, I heard. So I don't know what's going on with you guys, but you're definitely feeling randy. And then I heard in Bridgerton, have you guys seen Bridgerton? Love it. I burn for you. Whew. I'm going to need to take a little break after this reading. Scorpio, you and Leo, so funny. I wonder I wonder how Scorpio, well, I'm Scorpio, Venus, Mars. I have like 4 placements in Scorpio. And I did date a Leo, and it did not work out. But they were younger and whatever. It could have been timing. I don't know. I'm not willing to say. I'm not saying they weren't a good person, but well, they did cheat on me. But that was a long time ago. I don't know. There might be a Leo. Leo comes up in everyone's readings. It's hysterical. But the 2 fixed signs, if you guys are really compatible and not just attracted to each other, but you really are compatible, I think it could work. But I think, I don't know. I feel like it could be pretty explosive and tumultuous also. With, yeah. Excuse me. All right, can I just have the last couple of cards here? Start talking about the weather. Actually, when I woke up 4 o'clock this morning, and it was -9 Fahrenheit. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm impatient, okay? So I'm starting to feel very impatient. So you guys may be feeling very impatient this month. These came flying out, though, finally. I am very impatient as a Sagittarian by nature. I'll just say that. So what's on the bottom here? Ooh, I love the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. And are you fucking kidding me? And the Nine of Pentacles, right? Holy crap. Wow. So the Nine of Pentacles is a very independent, confident, and grounded, solid energy. So this person, they may, first of all, be non-traditional. So whatever that means for how you were brought up. And even today, tarot cards were set kind of back in the day, way back in the day. And so in the Rider-Waite, it shows a woman with a falcon, and it would have been 300 years ago, potentially pretty unusual for a woman to do that, and especially if you weren't a woman of means. But for me, in this day and age, it represents someone who's able to stand on their own, they handle their own shit. They can pay their own bills. They can manage their own house. They can manage getting a mortgage. They can take care of their car. It doesn't mean they have to do it all themselves, but it's like, I am capable of reading and figuring out how to get a loan and doing it. I am capable, if I can't change my own oil in my car, of making an appointment and making it happen and keeping up on time. I can, I've saved. It's just like really being an adult, but then also being able to enjoy that. A level of confidence has been attained when this card comes out, and that's what keeps you grounded throughout life's that wheel spinning, right, of life that you can't control. But if you can handle your own shit, you feel more confident when maybe the world going on around you that you can't control seems like it's sort of spinning a little bit out of control. It's a card of accumulation of wealth, but that's, again, some people feel wealthy with very little, and some people really cherish their house and where they live. I mean, it's whatever it means to you. And that's part of the thing. Oh, look, I just noticed all the herbs hanging up there. I have just piles of herbs here and there. Cooking. It almost looks like she's reaching up and taking those off a pot rack, right? Some of you may be really into cooking. Some of you may be thinking about doing your own cooking show on YouTube or writing, oh my gosh, a cookbook. Sorry, I'm yawning because I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm just looking at the feathers in the Unknown Tarot. Not really getting a whole lot from that card. It's very symmetrical and tidy. It's protected. Those feathers are building sort of a barrier. You may be putting up a fence or want to put up a fence. Maybe buying a house with a little garden. I feel like, though, it's like perfect for you. So maybe if some of you have had a relationship where you're living together, and maybe you're really taking actually quite a bit of joy and excited to have your own place. Maybe the person was kind of controlling, and you're just like, I can't wait I don't care how tiny the kitchen is or how tiny the backyard is, or if I just have a tiny little space, I'm going to grow some vegetables. I'm going to be able to cook and have my own space and have it the way I like it and decorate it with the things I like. It's a really nice feeling I'm getting from it. Nine of Swords. So there has been some worry and anxiety, some sleepless nights perhaps. I have so much trouble trying to stand these cards up. What goes with that? Another 9. That's the 9 of Wands, though. Wow, that is crazy. So first of all, we have three nines. Four nines. What am I talking about? 4 9s. Holy crap. Okay, focus, Jen. That's crazy. So anxiety, sleepless nights, insomnia, worry. The moon can wreak havoc on us as well. And there's something about nighttime that it does bring out the darkness, the dark side, the shadows. It can get us in those deeper, darker emotions we push down. And the 9 of Wands is like, the 9 of Wands is sort of that. I either just need to suck it up and push through, or I'm just going to fucking quit. Like it's just, here you are. There, you have to figure out what's right for you. Are you going to just keep staying up at night worried? And it's a little bit like, this is the way things are right now. I'm up at night, trying to find the energy to keep going on. But deep down you're like, but I could have this. So it's some sort of situation or relationship in your life that needs ending. It does feel a little more significant. It feels like one where you again could move house. You could have fucking neighbors that are keeping you up all night and you're like, I need to move. And then you're just so excited because you appreciate that you can sleep through the night. It's like the little things, right? Wow. If this is another 9, I'll shit my pants. Okay, that was a weird thing to say. King of Swords. 5 of Cups. So an air sign could have done you wrong, done you dirty. He's cute. Doesn't mean they won't do you wrong just because they're good looking. This could be a lawyer, but there's wisdom here. There's the King of Swords is factual, analytical. They may be creative with words. They may be a writer. They may be a deep thinker. He's up on the top, up high, getting a higher perspective. There's more feathers here. He has feathers. Someone's doing a lot of thinking about a certain situation. So there's probably something that's really some sort of challenge, I would say, or we're just really trying to figure something out that's really preoccupying your mind. It may feel like a loss. I know where I'm literally living on a piece of land that I grew up in. My parents gave me a little section of land to build a house. But for 10 years, I moved away, and that place felt like home. I loved it. It was magical to me. There was some connection. I absolutely loved it. And then I decided to move back, which was, I'll never regret all the time I've spent with my family, and my parents had been intimately involved with my son growing up, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. But I miss where I used to live so much, that it still is upsetting to me. I still say almost daily, I miss there, I miss that. Um, so sometimes even positive change we still may have to do things. So you may have to move, maybe for a job or something. You may have to make a change. And it doesn't mean the new thing's bad, but there's still a feeling of a sense of grief or loss. God damn it. The sun. Now let's see if I can put the sun. Here's Leo, actually. So here's the sexy time I was talking. The sexy time I was talking about. All of a sudden, my screen, like a screensaver goes on, and I'm hoping you guys can't see it, but I always have to fix it just in case. Leo, vitality, sexuality, enthusiasm, strong leadership qualities, seeing things really clearly. I mean, if you look at the imagery, that's 19, another 9. If you look at the imagery here and the colors and the darkness and the covering of the hands and the compared to the openness, the surrender, the looking up, eyes wide open, seeing the light, it's a very different feeling, right? And even moving on from the grief of this 5 of Cups, it's like not all change is bad. Six of Wands, the victory card. What was the extra? And the Ace of Wands. Yeah, okay, so listen. Can you even see that? Let's just put that over there. So while this is can be new attraction, it's very phallic and very I think it seems like if this is a relationship for you guys, you'll feel it very hard, but then some of you may shock yourself by meeting someone and just being like blown away by them. And so maybe this could even be a relationship or a situation from quite a bit ago that's still's hanging on, right? And you just realize, no, that just wasn't right. Why was I clinging to something that wasn't good? It wasn't of good quality. It wasn't the connection. But I didn't know until this happened that it could be that way, and that I could, it's like you just didn't know. And now that you know, when you have this new experience, you're like, oh my God, that was child's play. That was not a mature, deep, true connection with someone else. Yeah, so I guess it's like enjoy your time alone if you're alone. And even if you're not, set aside space for yourself, for your own thing. Maintain your individual spirit and hobbies and things like that, and enjoy that. And as you're, enjoying things, you start to shine. You start to feel better. I mean, look at her, how happy she is, and how happy this is. when you can move from that sort of fear-based thinking and just sort of surrender to, okay, I'm going to stop wishing and wanting and coulda, shoulda, woulda, and why isn't this happening, and sending out those negative energies. You're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to enjoy myself here and now and appreciate the alone time and do my own thing and be fantastic. And then that's when someone who vibes with that energy, that higher energy, comes in. Okay, Scorpio, I always love your readings because I just get so much energy from you guys, and I just love my fellow Scorpios. So take care, and if you want to like, share, or subscribe, I would certainly appreciate it. Bye.